The views and opinions on this show are for entertainment purposes only. The only factual information is any story that has happened to AT2 or the parties involved. Other than that, go ahead and get you a drink, get you something to eat, just relax and enjoy the show. Let's have fun. All right, y'all, let's get real. He has worked with Tyler Perry, who is a billionaire since 2005.
So do you mean, I'm just trying to understand, were you saying that he was a billionaire since 2005? Because he was not a billionaire since 2005. Or do you mean that Christian Keys was working with him since 2005? I'm just trying to understand that part. Second of all, I don't know. Man, y'all better stop playing fake Inspector Gadget. A video that I saw last night, it is not who we... Listen, y'all better stop doing this, because this is not... I don't know why people be trying to sit up here and play Wendy Williams and all this stuff. This is not it. This is not it. Y'all better stop. Why don't y'all let stuff play out?
What's up, everybody, and welcome to a brand new episode of Talk the Real Deal with AT2. Damn, I'm hot. The heater's not even on, but I'm like hot, and I sweat on my nose too. Thank you, everybody. I just want to say for the birthday wishes, I do appreciate that. Thank you. For those of you who don't know, it is my birthday, and because it's my birthday, we are taking blessings, but we also taking donations, and I just want to say, thank you, everybody who has already sent me Cash App, PayPal, Venmos, or sent me happy birthdays, or prayed for me. I appreciate all of those. I just want to say thank you guys so much for showing me love. And I just appreciate every single one of y'all, because this year was kind of tough during certain parts, but I've grown so much. And I told you guys, now that I'm 35, moving into my manhood era, and I want you guys to see me be the boss that I already am, but that I'm becoming, furthering. So I just want to say thank you guys. I didn't plan on doing a live today, but I was all like, you know what? I'm gonna go live. What's up, Shannon? Thank you for the stars. I appreciate that. Thank you. And thank you for the happy birthday. Let me say what's up to the people before we start. So I can get people in the room before, we get into what we're going to get into. And shout out to Lady Couture. I did let her know that I was going to share her video, because she had stitched mine on TikTok. And it's no hate to that creator. That's why I wanted to make sure I put that there. No hate to that creator at all. Like, no hate. And I'll explain later. But let me say what's up. What's up, Melanie? Thank you for being here. I appreciate that. Thank you, Melanie. What's up, Starnik? How you doing? And Shannon, I said, what's up to you? Thank you for the happy birthday. Thank you, Yuri. I appreciate that. Thank you, Callie girl. Thank you, Nidra. Thank you. What's up, New York Chicken Wing? How you doing? Who else we got in here? What's up? Shout out to my big bro, Casey. Thank you for the shout out on Instagram. I appreciate that. Super K, thank you for being here. And thank you. Yes, we made it to 38K. Yes, 38,000. We hit it just like right before I went live. That's why I was late a couple of minutes, because I just seen it. I was like, oh, we hit 38K. Now, I don't know if we're going to terrorize later tonight. I'm actually going to the casino, my favorite place. Shut up. Don't judge me. Do not judge me. What's up, V? How you doing? What's up, Ingrid? How you doing? Starnik, did I say hi to you? What's up, Benita? Thank you for being here. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate y'all. What's up, Rose? Thank you. What's up, Precious Pisces? What's up, Cheryl? Thank you, guys. Thank you. Yeah, y'all know I got an addiction problem, but I don't go to the casino every day. Y'all be playing me like I be going to the casino every day and just be spending up all my money and stuff like that. It's only when I get paid. I got a little bit of a headache. I was gonna drink, but I don't want to drink. After that one time, I got drunk, and then I wasn't good until about 5 o'clock in the evening. Yeah, I needed to slow down on drinking. I don't really drink that much. They said if you drink alone or you drink at home, that means you got a problem. So I don't want to do that. So yeah, that's not how I. The casino helps me get over my worries and my cries and everything like that. Don't get drunk and go live. Right? I did drink a little bit, during the 8 hour celebration. I did drink a little bit, but other than that, no. So we are going to talk about Christian Keys, this whole situation. I know there was something that Bobby Lights had said, basically calling out Christian Keys. I don't care. As of yesterday, we did talk about the post. Hold on, let me take down my banner because y'all already know the information. Let me change my background. But we had talked about this tweet that he had liked, remember? And everybody said that was like, this is his official statement. And he's not talking about Tyler Perry. But again, like I said, until he vocalizes it, we don't know. So the tweet that he liked had said, watching Christian Keys and can tell he is clearly a victim. Only $3,000 to his name and violated by a gay billionaire. And no, I don't believe it was TP. I wish Christian would have taken action. That man will still have his money and good name. Christian will remain broke. But the thing is, I don't know if Christian is saying that he's currently broke. I'm thinking he's talking about that was his certain situation at that time. But anyway, rightfully so. If somebody did something to you, you should tell because you're going to basically there's going to be other people out there and something's going to happen. Something could have happened or already happened because you didn't speak up. Now, I don't want you to carry that burden, but the problem I still have with Christian is that he's playing games and he's throwing subliminals. You can't be throwing subliminals like that and stuff like that because, again, people can get hurt. And granted, I want to be so clear about something because this kind of goes into that TikTok too. As my job as a blogger, YouTuber and stuff like that, in this whole black tea sector, I never want to hurt anyone. My goal is not to destroy anybody's lives. If anything, I want to do my research. We kind of draw conclusions and we give our commentary on things. It's natural. So sometimes I might not say everything right, and sometimes I might not say things that are appropriate for the situation. And if anybody has ever been offended by anything, I do apologize, but just know I'm doing my job. I don't mean no ill will or anything like that. However, I feel like we were dropped the situation and now we're trying to put two and two together, but we don't know. I'll even tell you last night and even this morning, I had mentioned a name that nobody else had mentioned. And I didn't realize when you mentioned the name of this person, it's a billionaire who used to be a basketball player. Um, when you mention this name, you are going to have people coming at you. Like, you can't say that name. And I was like, yo, after they checked me, people have been checking me. I have to check myself because I'm all like, AT2, you putting a name out there. You just as bad as Christian putting not saying a name, but you putting a name out there, and now you kind of look like, dang, you just gonna throw every billionaire under the bus? So I have to look at myself when I'm doing that because it's all like, okay, well, he probably doesn't even have a connection to this person. So how do we know for a fact? I didn't see any pictures of them together. He's never mentioned him or anything like that. But I kind of threw a name. I was like, well, what if it's this person? And again, I thought it was something harmless, but it's not harmless at all. Like what I said, it could come off as harmless, but when I said his name, it was kind of like, whoa, AT2, like y'all was kind of like, no, I don't think it's him. Thank you, Nadia. I appreciate that. And thank you, everybody else coming in the room. Yeah. And it's kind of like at this point, you need to all let it play out. And so when that creator said that, I actually agreed. And, I told her that I appreciated her opinion, but I'm going to go ahead and play for you guys who just came in the room. Make sure you guys go ahead and hit that like button. He has worked with Tyler Perry, who is a billionaire since 2005.
So do you mean, I'm just trying to understand, Were you saying that he was a billionaire since 2005? Because he was not a billionaire since 2005. Or do you mean that Christian Keys was working with him since 2005? I'm just trying to understand that part. Second of all, I don't know. Man, y'all better stop playing fake Inspector Gadget. A video that I saw last night, it is not who we... Listen, y'all better stop doing this, because this is not... I don't know why people be trying to sit up here and play Wendy Williams and all this stuff. This is not it. This is not it. Y'all better stop. Why don't y'all let stuff play out?
But you know what the thing is about that? She is right. Like, we kind of just got to let it play out at this point. But honestly, to tell you the truth, I don't think Christian should tell us anymore. I don't think he should tell us who it is. I think he should just say, hey, we going to handle this as a private manner. Thank you, Niqua. I appreciate that. Thank you, Makeup Diva. We're just going to handle this as a private manner at this point, because I feel like it has gotten so dangerous with just throwing names out there. And again, like, what if it's not Tyler Perry? If it's not Tyler Perry, I'm going to take all my videos down about Tyler Perry and issue like a whole apology video, you know? And again, I didn't necessarily say it was Tyler Perry, but I don't know, like, what he's throwing out there and kind of hinting to, it sounds like this man. And then we threw out Robert S. Smith. It sounds like this man. And what if it's neither one of those? What if it's somebody who we're not even expecting? And again, I think also too, even thinking about like, okay, well, maybe there's a connection with this one and that one. It's still dangerous, you know? Is the person black? And you know what? I had to go back and actually listen. I didn't hear him say black, but I think we just all assume that it's somebody black. That's the thing. And I'm glad you brought that up, Melanie. I didn't hear him say black necessarily, because I had to go back. I went back and like rewatched it. Somebody said Steven Spielberg. I had to go back and rewatch it. And I was like, I don't think he just said black. It's just somebody that we would look up to. And I think as a black person, you would think the person that we would look up to or treat as a deity or a god would be somebody black naturally. At least for me. Yeah, he said it's a lot of people's favorite. Yeah. And so this is what he teased on the neighborhood talk. Shout out to the neighborhood talk. This is what he teased. Oh, hold on, let me take down my banner. He teased, if he said, if I say who it is, it will break y'all hearts. Could be Weinstein. Yeah, that could be another name. Oh, Tarantino? Ooh. If I say who it is, it will break y'all hearts. And so with him saying that, it kind of just leaves it like, all right, like it's gonna break our hearts, but you kind of already put it out there. And notice he has turned off his comment section too on that video, and he also turned it off on like his most recent post. Right, to break our hearts, it has to be somebody who we all love. Right. So that would take Diddy out. We definitely don't love Diddy no more. That would take him out. Right. And he still has a show with TP. Right. But also, too, him staying silent and not saying what it is also dangerous, because you're putting clues that you work with this person or you shared a space and you've been at a party with this person and stuff like that. Right, Jackie. And also Funky Dineva has said it too. Funky Dineva said, y'all already know who it is. Oh, you misquoted Sarnique? We don't love Tyler. Some people do. Come on now. Some people love all celebrities. Like there's some people who still even love Diddy. Um. Okay. Y'all just scrape me up on the floor. No, I don't think it's Denzel. No. But again, we're throwing names out there, and these people are completely innocent. And they all like, wait, how am I getting tagged? It's kind of like what I was talking about the other day. If I went ahead and said out here, there's a YouTuber that's scamming everybody, but I don't say the name of the YouTuber, y'all gonna look like, okay, well, let me know who's scamming, because if I don't know who's scamming, then I'm probably gonna end up getting scammed if you don't tell me. So you got to be very careful when you put stuff out there like that. Um, I feel like you are playing us. Kathy, me personally, or you talking about Christian? You feel like they checked me. They say I feel like you. Oh, Jason, no, no, I don't think it's that. Excuse me. And shout out to Kathy. If she's saying that she think I'm playing, that's completely fine. That's your opinion. Right. It ain't that many billionaires we love. Yeah. I think if he said something more particular, like, there's a group of people in Hollywood that do X, Y, and Z, and I've been having to protect myself, throughout Hollywood. Those are the kind of stories we've heard. You know what I mean? We've heard those kind of stories about, oh, you got to be careful because people will try to do X, Y, and Z. It wasn't so nonchalant or so vague. It was context clues in what he was talking about, and that's why I was all like, that's what the problem was. He was giving hints and clues, and so it kind of left you like, okay, well, you were more particular than just saying Hollywood is this and that, and be careful in what you do. And I've been in certain situations. Like, he's giving actual stories, but he's not saying the names. And Christian has been in a lot of different things, but he's only prominent in oh, thank you, Kathy, I appreciate that, she clarified for us. Be nice to Kathy, y'all. But anyway, he's giving us like little tidbits and stuff like that, and it's like, yeah, you just being too vague, too dry with it. But then you giving us clues is all like, all right, well, let us know. And you say you got a recording and that you gonna drop this recording. You had to talk to your lawyers, you talk to your family and let them make sure everything was okay. But all right. Thank you, Tina. I appreciate that. Oh, I thought you said happy birthday. You just said what up. I'm so sick of that. He is not like Cassie, who was straight to the point, and meanwhile he is busy playing Mickey Mouse. Exactly. And if this is like an actual predator, because that's what he framed this person as, if there's an actual predator out there, and you're just kind of teasing us with that little, oh, if I tell you who it is, it's gonna break your hearts. Okay, but you worried about breaking our hearts, but you put this out there. And again, and I know there's people who are fans of him saying, like, how dare you say there's something wrong with a victim coming out and blah, blah, blah. No, that's not the problem. You can come out and tell your story, but when you're withholding information and you're leaving little tidbits and stuff like that, and you're teasing us, this is basically him teasing us. The tweet was one thing, but now you're commenting saying it's going to break your hearts. What is this all for? And I know there was also another thing where um someone had put out there, what if this is like a promotion for his TV show or promotion for his music? What if this is to get his name out there, get him trending, and then he'll drop something and we'll be like, oh, this is what it was for? Because it's seeming like a ploy. And I hate saying that, but I'm not getting anything, but this is some kind of ploy, or this is something to get our attention and make us you know, look at his other stuff. Thank you, Lori. I appreciate that. Kate, oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Shout out to Ryan. Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, I just want to make sure I get my shout outs, y'all. I don't want to be disrespectful. Uh oh, thank you, V. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. If he put his cash if he be like donate to my cash app, then you know it's a scam. Won't be the first time an actor's used traumatic stunt to get attention. Jussie, right, Jussie Smollett. And again, Jussie Smollett used racism to get us all hyped up. Christian is mobilizing with using assault. And it's all like, yo, dude, you can't just do that. I don't know if there's ever been a situation where somebody a Carly Russell stunt, right? I don't think there's ever a situation where somebody oh well no, let me take that back. I was gonna say I don't think anybody ever lied about sexual assault, but that would be a lie, obviously. Um but I can't think of a time where an actor or somebody famous had put something out there and just let it linger like this in this day and age with social media. I know we had that example of Corey Feldman who put something out there and didn't, clarify who he was talking about. He just named like a manager or something like that. But this is the first thing in like recent history somebody's like using this and it always seems like a situation new from the beginning. Uh but it always seems like a thing where somebody is putting stuff out there, leaving you with a teaser, and then you just kind of just left like, okay, what happens next? Because people real lives do get destroyed. And I feel guilty and I said that I wasn't going to bring this up, but because of the research that I've been doing and stuff like that and trying to draw conclusions just like everybody else, I realized that I probably have hurt people. And I definitely do apologize for that because I didn't mean to hurt anybody. And again, I'm not blaming this on Christian. I'm blaming it on myself because I didn't have to do a video. Just like right now, I ain't got to do a video on this right now. But I didn't mean to try to hurt anyone, but things happen. And especially if you just leave it like this and don't tell us anything, at this point there has to be a statement. I don't care what nobody say. Yeah, it's a private manner and you should da 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 da. However, when he went live on Instagram, he made it public. So we have to hold that portion of him accountable for not the things that have happened to him, but him doing an Instagram live and then just leaving it out there and then him teasing us with the tweet and then saying, if I tell you who it is, it's going to break your heart. Oh, Amber Heard. Yes. Yes. She did and ruined that man's career. We have the Jonathan Majors situation, which is still crazy. He's what you said rehearsing for season of Law and Order. Hey, because we can't lie like his followers didn't go up. I don't know what number he was at beforehand, but we can't lie that his name is not trending. Your name is now trending. Right. Give that man back his job, Disney. A joke my butt. This is very reason people don't keep it all balled up inside. No one wants to believe. Sad but true. Well, Diane, we're not saying we don't believe him. The problem is throwing it out there and baiting us. I don't know if you just came in, Diane, but I'm gonna show you this. He left this on the neighborhood talk when they were talking about it. He said, "If I say who it is, it will break y'all hearts." This to me kind of sounds like he doesn't want to tell us anymore. And at this point, I agree that he shouldn't tell us no more. Just move on and don't say anything. because of his actions, I feel like people are going to now, what's up, Sexy 60? I feel like people now are going to be like, okay, well, we don't know if we can believe you or not because of this and that, unless, of course, he shows proof and stuff like that. But we're going to look at you like, or was this a sign for him to kind of bait us into like, I'm going to wait for a check to drop? If I put this out there and the person thinks that it's them, they're going to try to pay me off. And then, this information will quietly go away. Or go to the police and take, yes, because he did say that he was going to go to the police during that live, but has he went through to the police? Oh yeah, it's that Mercury retrograde that's clashing with the Sagittarius moon that's causing all this confusion right there. Yep. But did he take that information already to the police? He said he wasn't worried about the statues, but did he take that information over? Like what other steps have you taken? Yeah, dropping the crumbs. Right, because you can be the victim, but if you piss people off, people are not going to feel sorry for you. I guarantee. I believe him. The problem is people are getting accused, and this man hasn't said anything yet. Reputations can be ruined. Yes, and Angie, reputations can be ruined with just a rumor. This is the problem. Reputations can be ruined with just a rumor. It does not have to be true, but reputations can be ruined with a rumor. That's the sad part. The gaslighting, right? Exactly. I think he's looking for a check. I believe him, but he want to get paid. I think. Yeah, I felt that he said it, so the person who did it heard him, and if it doesn't want his name, exactly. Excuse me, because if you just want to tell your story, that's one thing, right? You just want to put your story out there. Okay, I get it. Give people the testimony. But the way you're all like, I got recordings, I got this, I got that. That's a threat. What he was doing was a threat. Mind you, the person that's guilty or assumed to be guilty does not need any sympathy, but you're literally threatening them. Like, if you don't do this, I'm going to drop this recording on you. I'm going to drop this on you. You know, I had a pen for the last 15 years and I record this and that. And knowing that you're going to parties with these people, literally you telling me that everywhere you go, you just record everybody, I would feel uncomfortable. Like every time I talk to somebody on the phone that's related to YouTube, I'll be like, this is not being recorded, right? Or I'll say like, I'm not recording you. And I've never had to, in my real life, I've never had to have that conversation like, don't record me, or this phone, I don't want you to record me, or something like that. I've never had to have that conversation in my real life. Put a 1 in the chat if you never had to have that conversation asking somebody not to record you. Never. Until I joined YouTube, that's when I had to start saying that. He waiting for his check. Okay, a lot of people are saying that y'all think he might be waiting for that check. I can't say y'all wrong. See, maybe he talked to y'all too much. Lori, you too much. That is funny. Then he talked to Jag. Yeah. A 300-day statute of limitations on SH, 15 years on SA. Okay. But Hart, we found out that he lives in LA. He lives in the LA area. Now, I don't know if you go visit somebody in another state and then you go back to your state or something like that. I don't know how that works, but again, did he take it to the police? Do we know what's going to happen or what? If we get if we get a big enough check, he probably won't discuss it again. I agree. If he gets a funded for his project, where it happened. Okay, thank you for letting us know. Okay, it depends on where it happens. And again, with Hollywood, necessarily that doesn't mean LA. It can mean a multitude of different places. So we never know. The problem is that while he's waiting on his check, he fracking, yeah, with other people's checks. It's just wrong. Exactly. Because I'm pretty sure now we haven't had anybody, come out and say like, oh well, it's not me. Ain't nobody raise their hand and say it's not me. Why would you raise your hand and say it's not me? Just like if somebody said, yeah, there's a YouTuber out there doing lines in the bathroom, I'll be like, I don't know nothing about that. I don't know. But I'm not gonna volunteer no extra information. I'll be like, oh, I got no clue. But for the most part, I'm gonna stay silent because I know it ain't me doing no lines. I like my edibles, but I ain't doing no lines. Okay, Starnique, we'll wait for you. I was gonna send it. Wait, wait, what are y'all talking? That's a different conversation. Oh, right, it wasn't us, so yeah. But again, nobody should have to come out and say whether or not it's them or if it's not them. Jag got all the answers. She probably know who it is. What's up, Denitra? Thank you for being here. Okay, 3 years SH in California and 10 years of the event or within 3 years since the discovery of an injury or illness resulting from the event. Oh, wow. He's not going to say anymore. That was a warning to whomever. Okay, Sylvia. Okay, so Sylvia's kind of going with the thought that Christian was more giving us like a warning shot. So he was giving us like a warning, like, okay, if you do this, because he did seem okay when he came on live. He did seem like he was sick and tired. Basically, what he was doing was just venting, saying like, "Man, I'm sick and tired of this happening and people trying to do this to me." Oh, the event meant okay, okay, got you, Heart of Inspiration. He seemed like he was sick and tired, rightfully so, right? Yeah, you would be sick and tired of people trying to take advantage of you and do things to you and stuff like that and coming on to you. You would be sick and tired of it. Get it? Understood. It's to be understood. However, um, you were giving details and throwing the little hints and clues, blues clues, as Couture said. Yeah, we're gonna think a little bit more than you just venting to us. You trying to actually call this person out. You said you had recordings and gave specific details. I'll be like Big Sean when when it comes to Christian. I don't f with you. I'm gonna have to boycott anything he's associated with. And I don't know if Christian is even thinking about this because Hollywood is still the good old boys club, right? So what if this goes around that you're recording people and stuff like that, and people then go like, I don't want to work with this guy because he's over here recording people. Then his storyline is that, oh, they blackballed me because I was going to tell the truth about this and that. Okay, he was saying his truth. Okay. Once that hush, sprinkle a little bit out there. Yeah. Well, let me go ahead and ask. Do you believe that Christian is trying to get a payday? Yes or no? I'm going to ask you plainly like that. Is Christian trying to get a payday? Yes or no? Dang, my channel is like anti-Christian. Damn, y'all gonna have me getting dragged again. I'm not trying to be the anti-Christian channel, but yeah, I'm a realist. I'm a realist. And by the way, I don't think all bloggers need to have the same opinion or anything like that. This is why we all have our own channel, right? But My thing, I'm just going to come from a different perspective. And this is what I believe. I'm not doing like this to try to, be the anti or anything. I'm just being honest with you. For me, it's coming off like, okay, which way are you trying to go with this? Because I don't know. And I think we all want to support him. Like, I don't think anybody is saying, like, oh, he's lying. I think the issue is like, we don't know what your next move is. You moving, left, right, sideways. We don't know which way you moving. That's the problem. Let's do this at another 30-second countdown. Shut up. It's my show. Shut up. Um, do you guys how would I word this? Do you believe Christian has gone through some things in Hollywood? Yes or no? That's the way I'll say it, because I don't want to say assaulted and all. Oh, well, damn, I just said the word. Do you think something happened to Christian? So again, oh, Casey said no. So again, I'm under the belief something has happened. And the majority of you are under the belief that something did happen. I think it's safely to assume, because I only had one no, 99% of y'all believe something. Oh, 98%. Okay. Renee said 98. Okay, 98% of y'all would agree something did happen to this man. Yes, that's a fact. Um, it's kind of like when somebody comes to you, right? Have y'all ever been in the situation? We're gonna take it deep for a minute. There was a situation at one of my jobs, right? The job that I don't like or didn't like. And this girl said that she had felt uncomfortable around someone, which is serious, right? She said, I felt uncomfortable around this guy. It seemed like he was trying to, um, trying to flirt with me or press up on me. I didn't want anything to do with him and blah, blah, blah. And I was all like, okay, all right. Um, so she kind of vented to me and stuff like that, and so she would kind of like throw little things out there about how she felt uncomfortable around him. And again, I can't tell you that you should not be uncomfortable or this or that, but you're saying that, but yet you didn't like. And this was not a superior at all, by the way. Like, she would tell us about this guy who was like this and that. None of us had that kind of experience. Well, me being a man, I wouldn't have, but none of the other girls had any bad experience with this guy. But she kept on putting that out there and making it seem like he was a weirdo or he was trying to flirt or, unwanted attention, right? And she never like said anything she never said anything to him. And she never told anybody, in management that anything was going on. And so when people kind of throw that out there and they don't say anything, but they're telling everybody else what's going on, but they're not telling the person, and they're not telling, the supervisors or the people above, like, hey, something is going on. And that's leaving it up to interpretation. And like, I don't like that. I don't like that. And I'm not trying to defend the other guy and say that he wasn't doing this and that, but nobody else seen it but you. However, you felt uncomfortable, but you kept putting it out there and you're not doing anything about it. And then you're complaining to all of us, and it just kind of leaves us like uncomfortable. It leaves us uncomfortable because it's all like, yo, you can't just be throwing that out there. And then if you're not going to do anything about it, this is what that situation sounds like when somebody is throwing things out there and throwing allegations, but they're not doing anything about it. That's dangerous. This is why I said, Christian, you're playing a very dangerous game by throwing little breadcrumbs out there and then leaving us to wonder, like, what is going on? Right? Why would we begin again? Yeah. Why would we be heartbroken? That's a good question. Trust me, it doesn't matter if this person is loved or not. If they're a predator or something like that, we need to get them up out of here. It's given trolling, right? You're playing with us. Don't play with us like that. It's a very dangerous game because look, now, you know, I didn't put Tyler Perry in the thumbnail, but I mentioned his name in this video. I didn't put a picture of him in this thumbnail. However, I didn't mention him. And again, I'm just as guilty because this is something that is a trending topic. This is something that's been out there, and I'm talking about it. So I'm a part of the problem too. Trust me, I'm not taking anything away from me. I know I'm a part of the problem, but my job is to try to get to some kind of solution and talk about it in discussion. This is a social commentary channel. This is what we do. We talk about things that are going on. It's given he's running out of money. Possibly. I bet most of us have been harassed more than once. I think he's sending a message to the person. Yes. Yes. Hey, Abria, how you doing? None of the black billionaires have. The burden of the proof is on Christian. Yeah. I don't think they should come forward and be like, hey, it wasn't me. I know that. No, that's definitely not a smart move. Y'all would agree with that, right? Let's do another countdown real quick. Actually, I'm gonna play this video and I'm gonna talk about the issues of having a viral video from the TikToker Lady Couture. Thank you so much for letting me talk and have a discussion by this. And this is no hate to that creator. But let me know in the chat. Oh damn, what was my question I was gonna say? Hold on. Oh, I know what it was. Should the billionaires come forward and say if it was them or not? Should the billionaires speak out before Christian speaks out? Yes, let me know in the chat. He has worked with Tyler Perry, who is a billionaire since 2005.
So do you mean, I'm just trying to understand. Were you saying that he was a billionaire since 2005? Because he was not a billionaire since 2005. Or do you mean that Christian Keys was working with him since 2005? I'm just trying to understand that part. Second of all, I don't know. Man, y'all better stop playing fake Inspector Gadget. A video that I saw last night, it is not who we... Listen, y'all better stop doing this because this is not... I don't know why people be trying to sit up here and play Wendy Williams and all this stuff. This is not it. This is not it. Y'all better stop. Why don't y'all let stuff play out?
So, and I agree. I think at this point, it's a situation we just got to see what happens. But I will say this: it's hard to do videos, give commentary when it comes to celebrity guys. So, yo, she ate me with that one, and then she said Inspector Gadget. I ain't gonna lie, she ate me. And she was talking about multiple different people. She wasn't just talking about me, but she had used my video. But she ate Inspector Gadget, Wendy Williams. Yo, I wonder if she's here right now. Lady Couture, are you here? Yo, oh man, oh shit. Okay, so when you have a viral video, right? So you're gonna get a lot of comments. I've hardly responded to any of the comments from my last recent videos. And the reason why is because I know they probably eat me up in the comment section and then people start fighting with each other. And so I just avoid it. I'll let y'all say whatever you want to, say whatever. And I usually don't respond on TikTok, especially TikTok and Facebook and Instagram. Well, I said and. TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. If you respond back negatively or they consider it bullying, they will block your account or get rid of your account. So that's why I'm learning on YouTube not to respond to things, because this is my moneymaker. I don't want them to, I don't want them to shut this down. So I got to be careful. So, but for me, you never realize how far your video is going to go or who it's going to touch. You just kind of just, you're just putting content, making content. I'm a blogger, put things out there. You do your research and you just give commentary. But yeah, make sure y'all hit that like button. Thank you. But at the same time, like I said earlier, you don't know how far your video is going to reach. Like if I put out a video today, I don't know if it's going to reach like 1 million people. I don't know. But sometimes you do got content that go viral and you be like, oh, damn, like I didn't expect it to blow up like this. I just thought it was something interesting. And so I gave commentary on it. So when those things happen, you get a lot of love, but you also get a lot of hate. And you got to be ready for it. But at the same time, you do kind of get worried because people say like, oh, you're gonna get sued, people are gonna come after you and stuff like that. Now I got a thick skin. I don't trip about it when they say, oh, you're gonna get sued or this and that gonna happen to you. I'm like, nah, I ain't worried about that. Because again, for me specifically, I'm going to pull from articles that I've seen online, anything like, for example, the Wendy Williams story that said that she was in rehab overseas or whatever. There was an article that related to her being like re-entering rehab, but then I found out from an inside source that, okay, well, she's overseas and stuff like that. I didn't think that was too harmful because there was already talk of her being in rehab. I didn't think that was harmful or anything like that. However, I know that there's certain things and certain topics I'm not going to touch because I know it's going to blow up or I know I'm going to get backlash for it. So there's some things I don't. So you never know what's going to go viral and what's going to blow up. The last couple of videos I did, they have blown up. So I'm ready for the smoke. I can handle it. And necessarily not everybody's giving me smoke. Some people just got questions or they question the content that something I said in my video. It is what it is. Charmaine said, coming soon to a theater. Oh, Madea goes to jail. Interview R. Kelly and P. Diddy soundtrack coming. Oh my God, trapped in the closet. AT2, did you hear him mention that the person paid off? Yes. Yeah. Now that would be exactly. But also, too, you kind of wonder, thank you, Elizabeth. You kind of wonder, like, okay, well, did anybody else donate money? Because I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people who donated money, like, because I think he said scholarships. Now, I know specifically Robert S. Smith paid that whole class's tuition. And that's another thing. He didn't say, oh, this person paid off everybody's tuition. I think he said something to the effect of like they paid people's tuition. So again, if they come back and say like, "Oh, are you talking about Robert S. Smith?" He'd be like, "No, I ain't talking about him. It's somebody else who paid it." Mm. Again, not a lot of billionaires. Yeah, and like I said, with Robert, he's like an investor, and so I'm all like, okay, well, did he ever try to invest in any of like your projects that you had coming? And again, an investor necessarily doesn't even have to be a billionaire. It could just be somebody with disposable income and be all like, okay, let me talk to my accountant and see if this is a good idea, see if we can spin it. Boom, let me pay you out. Let's not play Christian. Oh, you think he took one for the team? Some people were saying like maybe he was speaking out because he felt guilty because he put himself in certain situations. Um, and again, if this is one person and he's saying like he always felt comfortable, why did he sleep at this person's house? Because originally it sounded like multiple people, but then I'm thinking like, well, is it just one person then? So it's given that originally it could have been multiple people, and now you're kind of narrowing it down to only one person. So now we're still left confused. Because like I said, if you felt uncomfortable with this person for the last 15 years, you try to go to their place and then they switch into their pajamas and they wanted you to eat strawberries, which I was kind of confused. Like, what does that exactly mean? The whole eating maybe he just had strawberries. I don't know. And then you had to sleep off the henny, and then you slept in the guest room. If I know that you're potentially are like this is someone he obviously have has known for a while. And I almost feel like he's playing with fire. I feel like he was playing with fire because if this is one particular person that he knows and he's drinking henny and then he's gonna sleep it off and go in the guest bedroom and then and mind you, the person who did it is still guilty. Let's be clear. The person who did it is still guilty. Don't get me wrong. However, Christian putting himself in that situation, I'm all like, dude, like, we need some clarification. Like, what are you doing going to this person's house? It's two plus people. Okay. Let me ask you guys. Do you guys yeah, exactly. It's another clue after another clue after another clue because he's not exactly saying it. Do you guys believe that it's multiple people or do you believe that it's just one person? 30 seconds. Yes, I will be dropping the link. Two people, two men, one woman. Yes, we do know that it's a woman. You're right about that. You're right. We do know that there's a woman. He said the woman. So here's my thing: is he going to snitch on the woman or only on the billionaire? You're not going to snitch on the woman too. You're just going to leave it kind of, or are you just going to snitch on the one billionaire and not the other billionaire? You know, right? And again, I'm trying not to victim blame. I'm trying not to victim blame, but if this is one person and you keep putting yourself in this predicament, I'm looking at you. You know, I'm looking at you like, okay, well, this you keep putting yourself in this, like you're not trying to, like, come on now. Yeah, two things can be true. Yes, I agree with that. I definitely agree. Okay. So I'm gonna drop the link. It seems like there's multiple people. So I'm gonna let you guys on one at a time, and then we can go ahead and I'll give each person like 2 minutes on the floor so they can talk and then give their piece and stuff like that. Just so that it's not so chaotic and stuff like that with a whole bunch of people on panel at one time. Okay, so while we wait, we're gonna play the game that we played a few days ago, this or that, to kind of break up the monotony. And today is my birthday. All right, so we're going to play this or that. Y'all ready? No, no, no. We're gonna play one gotta go. One gotta go. So out of these billionaires, we got Elon Musk, Mark Zuckerberg, Oprah, Tyler Perry. One gotta go. 30 seconds. Who we giving the boot to? Oh, damn. Everybody said Elon. Well, somebody said the alien bomb left of Mark Zuckerberg. Okay, all right, all right. So let me let Dazzle on here. What's up, Dazzle? How you doing?
I am doing just fine.
Thank you for coming up. I appreciate you.
Thank you. This is my first time coming up on I've seen your videos, but you just caught me with your commentary this time. I want to talk about this Christian situation. Two things can be true. I
Yes.
believe him. I truly believe him. But, and I put this in other comments, he was socially irresponsible in the way that he did it. Cassie laid the blueprint, but he was just too silly and emotional to follow the blueprint. It was he had no strategy. If you talked about this for a while with your brother and it's been on your heart, you should have been strategizing how you were going to deliver this message. You left too many innuendos, clues, so you got people we're naturally nosy on a witch hunt.
Right.
And then you're giving away your big joker. Let's think about the spades game. You playing your big joker ahead of time. You're telling people I got secret recordings and then I use it the phone. You should have kept that close to the chest.
Right.
That should have never been out, because now people are gonna, even people that at the powers that be, they're not gonna fool with you.
That's what I was saying. They're not going to want to work with him. Even what he's saying is true. They're not going to want to work with him because you're going to record me, and I don't feel comfortable around people who record.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And it looks like you was a starving artist, so you kind of put up with it for a while till you can't take it no more. And we get that. We get jobs all the time. Listen, I need this job. I'm gonna do my best to try to mitigate this situation, kind of stay away from it, because I need this job till I can climb the ladder. I can do better. I can find another job. I understand that, but it was socially irresponsible. It's giving trolling, and he was so emotional about it that I realized you know what? You're a victim, but you also part of the problem too, because you're not stopping this. Cassie named names. Cassie laid the blueprint. Terry Crews named names. And you told me it wasn't him. Well, who was it then? You don't have that many male black billionaires. Diddy was a billionaire before all this happened. Tyler Perry's a billionaire. And then people throwing in Robert Smith. Well, where he comes from? They say
I think he's just an investor. I don't think he's in Hollywood.
They keep saying, oh, he has ties to Hollywood. I have never seen him. He said, I went to him to invest in my idea. Do you know how many people out here that invest in ideas that's not a venture capitalist? You have other people in the media that also invest in people.
Me and you can invest in something. It don't have to be millions.
You don't have to be a billionaire to do that. And then you throwing in here this lady grab my junk, baby. Was this 20 years ago or what? Like I said, I truly believe him.
Right.
Oh, and somebody put in the chat, Kanye West also is a billionaire. But I truly believe him, but you were irresponsible. You should have named names and dealt with it. He said, oh, I'm independent now. Baby, you're never independent in the movie industry. You don't own AMC, Regal Studios, to get your movies played. You're going to be uploading them on YouTube. You don't own Peacockers. You might get them on Zeus now.
Right.
And they're going to even watch you with a long rope.
But right, because if you recording people, everybody watching you now.
Yeah. So you're going to be a YouTuber now. All your movies is going to go from production to YouTube now because you didn't play your hand correctly. And I
Right.
thought he was cocky. I knew he made the missteps when he first. I know you gave me 2 minutes. I'm so sorry.
Oh no, go ahead.
His first misstep is saying, I intentionally waited after this little what was this called?
The statutes of limitation.
Limitation to run out. I intention no. You were playing in my face when you said that, because I knew then, oh, you're on a money grab, but you don't want it to make it seem like it's a money grab. It's giving blackmail.
Mm-hmm. It would be different if he was all like, "Hey, I'm just giving you guys my testimony. I'm telling you guys my story."
Yes.
That'd be fine. But the whole, "Oh yeah, I got this recording, and I talked to my lawyers already." And okay, well, usually if you talk to your lawyer, usually they'll tell you, "Hey, don't say nothing until
Yes.
Cassie
didn't say a doggone thing.
Mm-mm.
She put
it surprised us.
And from what we're finding out, this was going on before it became public. She put it all through hard terms and just sat back and let them deal with it. And she got paid.
Right.
You're trying to, it's giving blackmail. You look stupid right now, because what you don't know, we live in a microwave society. If we feel we're on board with you, but if you feel like you playing us or you trolling us, the repercussion is going to be worse if you had to just name names. Because now the public is not going to want to have anything to do with you or your projects.
Right. It's dangerous at this point. It's very dangerous. Like the game that he's playing, because now, granted, we all have our own responsibility and stuff like that. But I mean, we naturally threw names out there because you gave context clues. So we try to figure out what you're saying.
People are saying that he gave money to HBCU. Robert Smith is not the only person that gave money to HBCU. You got Diddy, you have Tyler Perry, you have Robert Smith, and at one point I thought Allen Byron was a billionaire because he owns a lot of stuff behind the scenes.
Yeah, he has 900 million, so practically he is.
And also now Magic Johnson is also a billionaire.
Yeah, that's the name I threw out there yesterday, and everybody was like, "You can't say his name." I was like, well, so I mean, it's Christian Paul. I'm still bringing him.
Kanye West, listen, Kanye West be trolling. He gonna have to show me some bank statements to tell me he's a billionaire. You see what I'm saying? Now you're gonna have to show me some bank statements because you play too much. I'm gonna need some bank statements. I don't care what they say.
Right.
That's how you go from $1 billion.
He learned how to lie from them
overnight.
Right. He learned how to lie from them Kardashians. That's why.
Yes, you was a billionaire on credit until you lost that Adidas deal. Okay. That's what you were. So let's leave Kanye West out of it, because you playing games to me. You playing games. You making $600 million in a span of 3 months. You can't do that. That's a lie. I don't even believe that. Kanye worth about 400. That's what we're gonna stand.
Yeah, we're gonna stick with 400.
He got the other billion on credit. It ain't real. It's not legit. Then you got Jay-Z, who's a billionaire. See, people are not realizing you got Jay-Z. We're talking about men now, black men. You got Jay-Z. Mm-hmm. You could technically say Byron Allen, Tyler Perry, Robert Smith, and who was Magic Johnson, Michael Jordan. And then there's another guy that's also a billionaire. He's a black billionaire as well. I forgot his name. He's also a black billionaire. He's in the tech field. Matter of fact, he's the second. I think he's the second wealthiest black billionaire in America. But he's in the tech. See, we don't do any research. You don't know who's who behind the scenes and pulling moves. So you got about 7 or 8 black male billionaires. We just don't hear nothing about them because they're going about their life. Byron Allen also has an HBCU initiative. He even has a streaming platform. Tyler Perry, P. Diddy, they openly give to HBCUs, especially Howard University, per Diddy. And then we look at Robert Smith. Yeah, he gave to HBCU. That's why I don't like these innuendos, because all of them have done similar things. So that could be a number. Listen, Magic Johnson probably gave to HBCUs. Michael Jordan probably gave to HBCUs. It's too many out there.
Right. They don't have to announce it. That's the thing.
He may know it, but they don't have to announce it. It gave emotional. It gave, I'm having light-skinned feelings. I'm light-skinned, so I can say that. So,
Thank you, Bedazzle, for coming up. I appreciate you so much. Yes, call in anytime. All right, Patrice, I'm gonna let you up next. What's up, Patrice? How you doing?
I'm good, AT2. How are you?
Good, good, good. The floor is yours. Go ahead.
Yeah, I understand everybody, is getting up in an uproar because he really haven't come, you know, forward since he first, made his statement and everything
Right.
on his page. I honestly think, and it's just my opinion, that he probably consulted with lawyers and they probably told him to fall back until they figure out the strategy that they were going to do and how they were going to approach it. I
Hmm.
do think that he went about it not all the way wrong because it's smart not to really expose it in the moment because something could end up backfiring on him and he ended up
Right.
getting countersued. Um, I do think that he definitely shouldn't have let people know that he had the secret recordings. I think
He
that if
played his hands.
yeah, and that he had the proof that the person tried to buy him a car after they offered him the $100,000. If you're really going to go to the police, I think the approach should have been he should have went to the authorities first. That way he could have released the names to them based off of the receipts that he had, and then go
Right.
on your social media because it would have been public record once the lawsuit would have come out. It would have been public record. So I think he kind of did it, kind of, in my opinion, just the wrong way in that sense. I do believe him, but yeah, it leaves it open for a lot of people. But everybody knows he's been more attached to Tyler Perry, than anything. So I think that that's why people are leaning definitely for sure towards Tyler Perry as being one of the billionaires because he's more in close proximity to Tyler Perry. And
Right.
they're also saying Robert F. Smith's too is because of Robert M. Smith, I believe it was in 2019, paid off all of the college debt of the Morehouse
That's
class
more.
of
Hmm.
2018. So it kind of makes sense. Diddy only just recently gave Howard University $1 million. Diddy never had did that before. But if you look at the time where he say the harassment start, was he in proximity to Diddy? Because at the time, Diddy was a billionaire at that time. He may
Right.
not be now because of his own, lawsuits and things that, he's, into now. But I do believe him. I do believe him. I think that I don't understand why gay men are coming after straight men like that when it's plenty gay men fishes in the sea. Like, why are we doing that? Why are we
Hmm.
harassing, straight men and you're not a straight man, allegedly? You know what I mean? And
Right.
also, I do believe that the woman that he's talking about was a fellow actress, right? That he was, doing a series with. I
Right. Right.
believe.
He kind of gave clues that it was another actress, an older actress.
Right, and she is actually the one that, from the way he said it, she's actually the one that really physically essayed him. So,
Hmm.
and I think that she is the rest is harassment and attempted essay, but the woman actually essayed him because he said the woman actually groped him
Right.
twice. So
Hmm.
I think if you're going to air out the two men, you need to air out the woman as well.
Right.
And if his reasoning for waiting until the statute of limitations to be up on the civil lawsuit, so he it's not about a money bag for him. We'll see. We'll see.
Hmm.
But yeah, I definitely because now everybody in Hollywood gonna be wondering, do you got a recording keychain? Do you got a recorder on
Right.
pen? Like, he's alerting these offenders, you know what I'm saying, to be aware, and everybody's gonna be up in arms now in Hollywood and afraid to, whatever. I think it just gonna shed a cloud even more over in Hollywood. I wouldn't have taken the approach that he did, but then again, we don't know the mindset that he was in too, because to be able to endure that for 15 plus years, that's a long time of mental that's a long time of emotional and a long time of damage on the psyche. People don't realize constantly being harassed in your job every day, and you have to go to work, to what the toll it takes. And I don't
Mhm.
understand why. I really don't understand why people don't understand if somebody wants to get paid for that mental anguish, for the torment they went through. What is wrong with that? I
Right.
mean,
I
you
don't
know what
think
I
there's
mean?
an issue with that, but then he played the game of like, oh, well, I waited for the statutes of limitations to run out.
Right, exactly. Which is why I'm saying,
That,
if it ain't
that,
about a money bag, then we'll see. Then, bruh, go down to the police station, file the charges like you say you
Mhm.
were gonna do, show the receipts, and then it'll be public record of who it is. But he said he wanted to have the conversation, meaning I'm gonna come back to my IG and we gonna have a conversation. Now, I'm gonna name names. So that's the part right there for me that, like, people. But see, people is up in arms now because, like the lady said, we're nosy and we want it to happen right now on our time, right?
Right.
And we don't know what's being said by his family, what's being said by attorneys. We don't know. We just like, no, say it now. We want to know. You gotta, so people feel in the way, and I get it. By his approach, but yeah, that's just my take on it. I don't think that no matter how long somebody suffered in silence for any type of essay abuse, any type of thing in that form, I think that no one should judge someone as to tell them how long they should have waited to say something, why they didn't say something sooner. To me, that's a part of victimizing the victim all over again, because you don't know the circumstances around it. Like I said, people go to jobs every day that they hate. They hate their boss. They hate their co-workers, but they there because they know they got to pay their rent. They got to pay that. You
Right.
know what I mean? So we can't
Yeah. You
really
might put up with stuff because you worried about your paycheck. Like that's not a lie at all.
that part, and I think now he feels he's in a certain position as being an executive producer himself. So now he's in the position of a boss to hire and fire people. And he said that this is just reminds him of the person he know he's not going to be towards other people, as how people were towards him when you get in that position of power. So I wish him all the best. He gonna come out when he come out, and we just got to be patient and wait.
Right.
That's
Right. I
all
guess
we
we
can
gotta
do.
be patient and just wait and see what he gonna do. But I think I even think at this point, like he should just drop it and not say anything.
Oh, I disagree with that. Oh,
Oh, you disagree with that? Okay,
yeah,
go ahead.
because
Go ahead.
no, because you know why? Because it leaves it open for predators to continue to do this in Hollywood and just in life in general. When you come out and say someone's did that to you, it to me, in my opinion, and you don't say anything, but you come and drop that bombshell, you leaving it open for that to continue in Hollywood by not naming your offenders.
Right, but that's what he's doing right now.
No, I mean he didn't name them, but you saying
Right.
you think he should drop it. I don't.
Right. Well, I feel like now he's basically dropping it because I, when is he gonna come back? So
See,
if he
that's
comes back like 3 years later, do we still care about it?
well, 3 years is a long time, but we absolutely should care about any type of essay offense, any type of. We should care as
Right.
about that, right? Because we have family members, friends, relatives has went through that, right? And when they come out, do we do that to them? Do we victimize them all over again? Say, well, why you didn't say something when you was a little girl? What if the person that was the victimizer threatened them, threatened their family? We don't know the scenario. So to
Hmm.
tell people that they should have came out sooner, to me, it's kind of like victimizing the victim all over again. We just gonna have to be patient and wait and see how this plays out. I know everybody anxious, everybody then started name dropping and shifting the gift and getting mad at him and all this and that. But we don't know what's happening now behind the scenes, because I'm pretty sure he has had to get some attorneys. And they probably told him to fall back.
Right, right, right. Definitely, I think now he's been advised to go ahead and fall back, but I feel like the damage is kind of done.
Oh, absolutely it is. And the shame will be 82 if he don't follow up with it. That would be the
Mhm.
shame. That would be the hypocrisy in him. And I think that he knows if he don't, his career can really be over.
Right.
If you don't follow through with this now, like people are going, they're not going to support him. They're not going to support any movies or books he's doing moving forward because they're going to look at him and like, bruh, you dropped the bomb shell like this and then you fall back and don't name the person, name names, and you don't do what you said you were going to do. So,
Right.
are you full of crap at this point? You know what I mean? So he got to eventually, put up or shut up, so to speak.
Right.
But
That's
thank you for
true.
letting me come on. I appreciate it.
Of course. Thank you, Patrice, for coming up. I appreciate you as always. All right, you guys. That is our show right there. I want to say thank you guys for all coming. Thank you for all the Cash App, PayPal, Venmos, all those. I really do appreciate it. Also, shout out to everybody in the chat right now. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Again, I never want the show to come off like we're victim blame or anything. We're just simply having a discussion. And I always believe that victims should come forward. I do believe that they should speak out when they're ready, of course. But also, I think it's important to not be careless and hold breadcrumbs and information over people because it can hurt a lot of people in the process. So I just want people to think about that just in general, but definitely Christian, don't be playing these games with us. All right, everybody, we out. Deuces, y'all.